Hi, welcome. Eric Rodebois, EPGD Attorneys at Law PA, doing a video from our brand new offices. I'll do another video where we'll get a nice tour, but look at all the natural light, a little bit of the view back there. And so the point of the video today was something that just came up. It's called the Statutes of Limitations in Florida. Now, what's that mean? Well, basically, there's a law that says that if you want to sue someone in a civil action, you have a certain amount of time in which to do it. And the time is set by law, by statute. And so when people talk about the statute of limitations, it means that you have a certain, couple years to make up your mind if you want to file a lawsuit. So what does that really mean? So the lady in this case is really upset with her business partners. In fact, she thinks that they broke their word, they broke a written contract with her. And I said, well, listen, you have 5 years to make up your mind. And I could tell that she was very reluctant to file a lawsuit. It's a big emotional and financial investment that she's going to have to make. It could last a couple years. It's going to drag on. It's going to be distracting for her family. It's going to certainly weigh on her pocketbook. And quite frankly, she might not make any money for years and years and years. And even after she wins, then collections is a whole nother matter, and we've done videos on that. Okay, so right here I've got the different statute of limitations in Florida. And what I said to her is, you can wait up to 5 years to file this lawsuit, but the witnesses might move, the evidence might disappear, people might die, memories fade. The fact of the matter is most successful lawsuits tend to be filed earlier on in the statute of limitations because of the reasons I just gave you. So here's a really easy list of the different statute of limitations in Florida. So first, libel and slander. That's when people are saying mean things about you or writing mean things about you. You have 2 years to file that lawsuit. For some of the main reasons, the witnesses might disappear, but for whatever reason, the state of Florida has decided that you have 2 years to file this, okay? Professional malpractice. That's when you want to sue a lawyer or a doctor, typically. So professional malpractice is 2 years, or if it's medical, you have either 2 to 4, depending on the case, okay? So that's for medical malpractice. That's when people are suing their doctors in the hospitals and whatnot. Personal injury, okay? So personal injury is car accidents, it's whatever. So personal injury, you got 4 years. So you get in that bad car accident, you can make up your mind up to 4 years later if you want to sue somebody. Fraud, it's the same thing. 4 years. Fraud is basically cheating, lying, stealing, typically in a business context. Injury to property, same thing. 4 years. So for whatever reason, the Florida legislature decided that those are the ones that should be 4 years. Trespass, again, 4 years. I don't know why you'd want to wait that long to decide that you're angry enough to sue someone, but it is what it is. Contracts, it's either 4 years for oral or 5 years for written. So hopefully you have a good business lawyer and you're going to write it down. A written contract, breach of contract, you got 5 years. This is the situation my client was in, okay? And lastly, judgments, okay? So if you have a foreign judgment, which sometimes we're enforcing foreign judgments, and foreign judgment just means non-Florida. It could be from France or it could be from California. You have 5 years to enforce a foreign judgment. Now think about that. That's 5 years from after you get the foreign judgment. So the thing might have happened years and years before that. You finally get the judgment, you come to Florida, you have 5 years to chase after them. And then for a Florida judgment, you have up to 20 years to collect on them. All right, so those are the statutes of limitation. That's when you got to make up your mind. And by the way, if my lady waits for 5 years and a day, she loses her chance forever. Okay, so these are strictly enforced by the courts. There's no way to extend them. If you guys have any questions about that, give me a call. But more importantly, if you're really angry, you should probably file the lawsuit before the witnesses disappear and the memories fade. So this is Eric Rodebois, EPGD Business Law.